What's up, guys? Six String Stanger. Today we're checking out a different brand that I don't think, I don't know. I don't think I've seen any videos on YouTube. Maybe one or two. There'll be one today from AKLOT. AKLOT. However you pronounce it. Yeah. Go ahead. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So yeah, if it's your first time here, consider subscribing. We're almost at 15K subscribers. Mind blown. And to all my older subscribers, you guys rock. Thank you for sticking with me and all the support. One other thing, there are chapters down below if you want to get to what you want to see and ignore the BS and save your fingers from typing, "This guy's an idiot." You know what I mean. Alright, so this is what we're unboxing today, and we're going to take a look at. This company did reach out to me, I don't know, roughly 3 weeks to a month ago or whatever. They asked if I would like to check out their guitars. I said, well, sure. What am I going to say? No, I'm good. I don't want to see any guitars. Thanks anyway. I mean, you had to be stupid, right? I mean, how else do you explain all this stuff in this room? Full transparency, I'm not being paid to do this video or anything like that. They just sent them over, wanted me to do review and check it out and get my honest opinions on what we're seeing. So all thoughts and opinions are my own, and thank you to AKLOT for sending this over. Alright, so I got my cutty thingy here. Let's get some music going. There. Yes, there it is, alright. Got my cutty thingy. We're ready to go. Let's just cut this baby open. Shouldn't take too long. Remember that. Here we go. That's it. That's it. That's it. I say cut the music. Stop it right now. Not that big of a deal, you know. I tell you to stop, and you guys just keep playing the music. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, this is one of those guitars. You know, this is on Amazon. These are $189, and there's a coupon code there, off and on. I mean, you know, you see them sometimes, you don't. I think you can save about 30 bucks on this. But yeah, I'll leave a link down below. We'll get into that later. But it's one of those guitars that kind of comes with everything. This one here comes with everything but the amplifier. You know, it's kind of like a beginner style guitar, of course. Hey, cheesy Pete, come on! Alright, so we got a nice little case here. Looks, wow, got a pocket up here. That's different. Never had a pocket up on top of a case before. That's pretty cool. Anything in there? Nope, nothing in there. You can put picks or something in that, I guess. Nice big pocket here. Let's see what's in this pocket. Don't want to waste too much time. Oh, nice. Okay. Here's your books. You get an instruction manual on this one, and you also get... nice, nice, nice. A little electric guitar guide. I assume this is... Can I set this on the floor? Don't want to ding it up before I get it out of the case. Oh, okay. Yeah. This is nice. This is gives you some samples of how to play, you know, certain chords and things like that, and even gives you some directions on how to play guitar. Looks like it goes right into some of the, yeah, shows you how to hold the guitar properly, things like that. So, hey, if you're in for a brand new guitar gear thing for somebody, this would be kind of cool. You know, just because you get that. You know what I mean? I mean, the guitar is probably even better than you think. I'm hoping. Little postcard here. You get in the pocket. Nothing else in the pocket here. All right, let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes here, guys. All right. Wow. Okay. Wow, that's a nice case, guys. Opens all the way up here. Got a decent amount of padding to it. I've never seen the little Velcro thing here to hold the neck. That's kind of nice too. What all do we got in here? All right, so this is the bag of goodies that you get. Now, we're going to talk about this case. It's pretty cool. A little AKLOT bag of goodies here. Let's see what we got in the baggie. We start out, get a nice little tuner here. Pretty cool if you need a little tuner. That's probably the clip-on type, I'm sure. Whoa, you get one of the things for your to pull your knobs. No, we're not going to go there. But yeah, So if you're trying to take off your knobs, maybe you're polishing a guitar or swapping out maybe the electronics, you can, you know, you just take that underneath your little knob part of the guitar there and pop it up. That's kind of a nice little thing to have. They give you an extra set of strings here, it looks like. A little case, or little box. Little box of the AKLOT strings there. We've got a polishing cloth. That's very nice. Very nice little touch there as well. Gosh, what else we got in here, guys? Nice. They give you 3 guitar picks. Okay. Pretty cool. What else we got? What else? Well, got a strap here. That's a pretty sick looking strap, man. It's like it's got flames on it or whatever. Pretty nice looking strap. All right. What else? Oh. Truss rod adjustment tool. Very important. And then they give you a cord as well. Very nice. Very nice cord. Okay, so let's just put everything back in the bag so we don't lose any of that. Let's get right into this, guys. So yeah, first impression so far. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take this out. Now, here's what I was going to tell you about the case. It's even, not only does it have a strap here, but you got a thing. It's like a pillow for the neck of your guitar to rest on. That's kind of cool. That way, if it should happen to fall, you know, you got a little bit of support there to kind of help protect your instrument. Pretty nice case, man. It could be a little thicker, but it's not bad. You know, for the price that you get. Pretty awesome. Okay. So I chose the Inferno Burst, okay? I thought it looked pretty cool. Let's just hope it is. Man, that's a nice looking headstock. Oh, it's even got this swinging door thing for your truss rod adjustment, it looks like. There's your headstock. It's just got your, looks like they're branded type of tuners on the back. Pretty nice looking headstock though. All right, let's go ahead and get on down here. All right, I can't really see anything yet because everything's covered up. So, should we do the reveal now? Or should we cut the, give me a second, let me cut this wax paper off. I don't want to splatter blood anywhere. Give me a minute. Okay, we got the wax paper off of there. And it does come with a sugar pack. If you have any sugar packs, make sure you send them to me. I'll make sure they get disposed of properly. I'm sorry. Okay, so I took the wax paper off here. Let's get right into it. Wow, okay. These are not ball-end frets. They're just like your traditional fret job here. But anyway, let's play. Let's get that clap. I want to hear that clap. Yes, sir. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, guys. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, ready? Drum roll, please. Drum roll. In 3, 2, 1. Look at that. Get that off there. Get it. That is beautiful looking, man. Look at that. Right up to the headstock. Very nice. It's a bolt-on neck. As we can see here, it does have AKLOT on the plate. And I didn't overdo it. You know what I mean? As far as they only got it on there twice that I can see. Other than, you know, you got the branded tuners, but it doesn't say AKLOT. It just got their little bit of their own design there. So basically, you just got AKLOT there and AKLOT on the back of the neck here, or on the body. So that's kind of cool. You know, we've had other brands, I won't say anything fast, like that used to like bombard their guitar, have like 15 different spots. Oh, here, there. And I do like the fact it's kind of like a gunmetal type of color for the hardware and the and the pickups. Very nice. It's kind of like a dark metal black color. Let's see here. What we got? Oh, we got a coil split. Down is humbucker and up is a single coil. It says it right there. But I do like the look of this, man. Now this is a print, okay? This is a print, but they're very nice, man. Look at that. That is nice looking. Okay, guys, let's go over some specs real quick. So I do want to apologize because I did say that this had one of the swing doors for the truss rod cover. It's just where the plastic part, the covering goes over top of the plastic, you know, that clear film. It was ridged right there, and I thought it was. It's not that at all. My apologies. Please forgive me. All right, so we start out with their AKLOT design type of headstock here. You get the 18-to-1 gear ratio for the tuners. You can see they got their little logo on there like we spoke of earlier. So that's kind of cool there. You get a poplar body with this graphic design on top of this. Very nice, though. Very nicely done. In person, this is absolutely stunning. No doubt about it. You get a roasted maple neck with this as well, with 24 jumbo frets. They're not stainless steel. I looked it up on their spec sheet. These are brass frets, okay? They're not even nickel, but they're kind of brass style frets. So there you go for that. This has a Jatoba, can't say it, Jatoba fretboard here, which is kind of cool. I've had that, I think, Scarred guitar. That was one of the things on the Scarred guitar. It had a Jatoba fretboard. I don't have many guitars that have that, but I guess it's a pretty decent wood for a fretboard. Found that out. Your balls on here. You don't get colored balls, but you get, like, they're steel type strings. I think are gauge 1046 on here is what they come with. So that's cool because I'm a 1046 kind of guy. On the back side here, it does have a bolt-on neck here. It's got that got their logo here on the back. It's got a nice little cutaway. Plenty of room to get up here in your, different stratospheres as far as playing leads. Not me. But, for somebody out there. It's got a slight belly curve here for you. A little more comfortable playing position that way. Got a little bit of a curve here on the top, as you can see there. It kind of bevels that way as well. There's no arch top on this. I think I might have mentioned that before. I don't know. You do get 2 humbuckers here in this awesome black nickel type of coloring here for the guitar, which looks outstanding against this print. You get a volume, and you get a 3-way toggle switch. 3-way toggle switch here. It's not a bad switch. It does want to, bounce back into where you was before, kind of freely. It's not like a super sturdy switch, but it's not bad. Now, here comes the interesting part, okay? I know it said it had a push-pull, and it says right there, push-pull, right? And it is. Push-pull, right? Well, I'm sorry. Pull, push, whatever. Anyway, so this is right from the company.
The push-pull knob is left as a flexible option by default. It does not split the coils, but AKLOT designed it this way so players can choose whether or not to rewire it for coil split, giving more freedom for customization.
Yeah. I don't know why they did that, honestly. It's kind of a cool feature, but if I'm a new guitar player and I get this guitar, and I'm like, man, it has a coil split, but I can't use it now. And if I don't know what I'm doing, how to rewire things, for a coil split that's here, if it's already there, why don't we already go ahead and have it done when you ship it out? Because it's a coil split, we'll leave it undone, even though it's right here. And you don't have to, if you don't want to use the coil split, you don't have to use it, but it's there if you want to use it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But hey, I didn't design the guitar, but that is straight from the email they sent me, because I had some questions about it as well on that, along with other things. I don't think I mentioned the nut. This is like an ABS style, plasticky type nut. It's probably got some of them little particles they put in there, like little metal flakes or something, to kind of make it a little more durable. But yeah, there you go. Now the frets are just basic standard fret job type stuff. They're very nicely done though. It's not ball end frets, but they feel really good. I don't feel any that's out of place, honestly. They feel like a nicely rolled over fret job. Okay, so now for some techie talk that I have no idea what I'm talking about, right? At the first fret, I'm reading it right here. At the first fret for your, your scale length, I guess. It says 20.5 millimeters up here. And down here, it goes to 22 millimeters of thickness. Take that for what it's worth. All right, so as far as your fretboard radius, it says here, I had to look it up. It says 400 mmR fretboard radius, which turns out to be 15.75. So pretty much, let's just say 16. It's a very flat fretboard. Something also to note, this is a satin type of neck. It's not a glossy neck. So that'll make a lot of people happy because a lot of people don't like to have a very glossy neck. So yeah, this will help you, I don't know, start a fire, I guess, when you're playing fast. All right, guys, so the knobs on here are very smooth. I always point that out, because sometimes, I've gotten guitars before where they're really gritty or, they don't turn right or they're loose. These seem to be very solid into the body and they turn very smoothly, even for this fake push-pull button. I don't know. I don't understand that. AKLOT, if you're watching, man, I think and leave it down in the comments, guys, so they see it. It makes more sense to just go ahead and get it done. Just to go ahead and wire it because, like I said, if you're a new guitar player or you're giving us as a gift, then they got to take the time either to research it, do it themselves, or hopefully they know somebody, or they got to take it to a guitar tech that can wire it for them. So, I don't know. Just food for thought, AKLOT, but otherwise, so far, so good. All right, let's see what we got here as far as weight. Whew, man, it is a little heavier than what I've been used to here lately. 8.81 pounds. It's not too shocking, honestly, if you go on the edge of a Les Paul style guitar, which this kind of looks like one. All right, so let's get these pickups tested out, and it's on the screen. There it is. Okay, so I get confused because this is like the Lorene, but it's also the Lorecrest. I'm not sure what we're talking about here. Lorene series by AKLOT. I don't know, Lorecrest. Anyway, let's just see what we got here on the bridge pickup as we're testing out the bridge. Hang on a minute. I gotta make sure my fingers stay on there. Good Lord. Here we go. Okay. All right, 8.82. That's a little low. It's not bad, but a little low. Let's go here. We got a 4.42. And for the neck, we go into an 8.66. So I'm going to say that they're probably the same pickups, or wound the same, or whatever. So yeah, we'll see what that sounds like. What the hell? All right, let's go ahead and get this thing, see where we're at as far as the neck. Do I have to adjust anything? It's not too bad. I'm getting just a slight bit of relief. So that's good. Should play okay. If I have to adjust anything, I'll let you know how the tuning comes out. All right, guys, give me a few minutes here. We're going to get this tuned up. We'll see what this thing sounds like, man. It definitely has the looks, for sure, I think. But yeah, we'll check it out and see how it sounds. So yeah, I'll be right back. All right, so you heard some clean sounds there. Like I said, pretty good stuff. And for anybody that wonders, because I always get a lot of comments afterwards, this is Finger Ease. I put this on every guitar. Basically, if you play guitar and you're playing along and you get that string drag, like you're like, you get stuck in certain spots, this just basically really slicks up the strings, basically, is what it does. And it kills, like, string talk. Because, when you get that string drag, it's like, and starts talking. Yeah, I sound like a parrot. Yeah. Sorry. So everybody knows I always take a drink. I'll be right back. All right, so I do want to make sure you guys are aware. Now, when I said these are humbuckers, they are humbuckers, but on their list it says humbucker covers. Okay, so these may be single coil, but I don't think they aren't. Hey, they're very slight microphonic. I'm just saying that just because it came out to around 8.5, roughly, I think it was, for the output. Sometimes it's not a bad thing, honestly, because single coils, you can get some good sounds out of them too. So let's just see what we got here with the AKLOT, and I'm not stating that for a fact, and just letting you know it may be a possibility. All right, so here we go. They don't say like Alnico or anything like that or whatever. They just say they're covered humbuckers. So here we go. Got pretty good sustain, man. And it doesn't sound bad. And we're still going. That's pretty awesome. I think it sounds pretty decent, honestly. Yeah. So, somebody say anything about a DITTY? Okay, let's get right into that rhythm tone test.
Rhythm tone test.
Okay, if this is your first time here, this is the rhythm tone test. Basically, I'm just going to switch in between the pickup toggle here and give you some tone samples and let you hear the sounds that way. So here we go. I didn't tell you, but I am on the bridge pickup. You probably figured that out. So let's go to the John Cena pickup because it's not even there, right? The middle one. So let's do that. I'm pretty impressed with the sustain. So yeah, here's the neck. Right back to the bridge. Battery's gonna die. Good thing we got done with this section. We'll be right back with the lead tone test. Get that son of a... All right, yeah. You know what? I don't give a crap. You know, it'd be nice to have a good crew here that knew what the hell they were doing, right? Yeah, so let's get right into the lead tone test.
Lead tone test.
Same as the rhythm. Horrible playing. Be prepared. I'm not a lead player, so save your fingers. The agony from typing, this guy sucks, because I don't care. Anyway, here we go. We are going to start on the bridge. Here we go. That was cool. I impressed myself. Let's go right to the neck. Or middle. And let's go right to the neck. Yeah, back to the bridge. All right.
Tenor test.
All right. So if you're still here, thank you. Thank you. Because, you know, I mean, after that last section, wowzer. Reason why I'm doing this is because we're going to get even worse, okay? This is not about quality. This is about bending. All we're doing is bending. We're going to bend the string and try to knock this thing out of tune. This is the tuner test. So basically, we're starting out in tune. Can I turn the volume up now, you jerks? Thank you so much. We're in tune. Okay, so I'm just going to bend some strings and see if we can knock this baby out. See how good these AKLOT tuners are. Here we go. Pretend like I'm Corey Feldman, okay? And I'm doing... He has the mouth going. Okay, there you go. Ready? No cut. Let's see where we're at. Maybe a speck out, but nothing. All in all, pretty decent tuners, I think. Not bad. All right, guys, there you go. What do you think of the AKLOT Loreen series by AKLOT? What the... All right, guys, so what do you think of the Loreen series from AKLOT? I think it's a pretty decent guitar, man. Definitely has some killer looks as far as this graphic goes. A little heftier than I would like it to be. But it's not bad. It's basically like a average Les Paul style weight, I believe. When tuning this, I tuned it up. I raised the pickup. I'm talking like maybe a turn and a half, if that. Just enough. Just it's a preference thing. Like I always tell you, no matter what you do, you're gonna adjust something on your guitar. But I think the pickup sounded decent, honestly. My one drawback with this, and AKLOT again, if you're listening and watching this, because I am doing this video, you know, you guys sent this over. I'm still trying to understand the reasoning behind the switch. Like I said, It would be a lot nicer if it was already hooked up. I get that you're wanting to have that option there, but it would just make more sense just to go ahead and have it. Because if I'm not pulling the switch, I ain't using it, you know? And if I want to use it, hey, it's there. You know, it ain't like, well, I got to take that in to get it fixed. But anyway, other than that, for $189, I don't think it's bad. Under $200. And right now, I'll leave a link down below for this, but I think there is like a $30 off coupon. You can get this for like $160, okay? They do have a few different colors. They had a black, kind of a blackish color. They had a blue style and a violet color, which is a purple, which is really cool. This one here just stood out to me. I think it's just because of the, you know, dark brownish, kind of has like a deep tiger look to it. I don't know. But this is the one I chose. I think it's pretty nice. Okay, I will leave a link down below, like I said, to that guitar. There should be different color options there if you're interested at all. I will be doing another guitar on the AKLOT thing here soon. I believe I'm getting a Strat at some point they're sending out. So stay tuned for that as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to help me out in any way, check out the Stanger merch shop down below. You touch that button, I'm going to break your We do this every week. Every week we have issues, and I'm done. Do you understand me? Alright guys, if you liked the video, drop a like down below. Show your support for the channel by doing that, and subscribing, man. If you haven't subscribed, we're almost at 15K, and if you've seen this later down the line, we're probably over 15K. You know, like 15,001 or something. If you want to help support the channel in any way, feel free to pick you up some Stanger merch shop. Stanger merch, pick up the entire store down below. Just buy it all. God, are you stupid or something? You know, we talk about this every time. Yeah, well, who writes the scripts around here? That's what I want to know. Who writes the scripts? Huh? Yeah. Anyway, all right, guys. We'll see you in the another video very soon, okay? Don't forget, it's all about the music. Later. Love you. Bye. Seriously, we got to have a talk about that because that's straight.